Good day, everyone. We are Group 1. We are here today to present our presentation, Philippine National Police Operational Procedures, General Guidelines.
I'm Jake Sebastian, reporter number 1. Police uniform and accessories. 1.1. Agency prescribed uniform. A police officer shall always wear the prescribed uniform for the kind people operation will be undertaken. 1.2. Appearing before the public. When wearing the police uniform, a police officer shall at all times appear to look presentable, respectable, smart, and well-groomed. 1.3. Carrying of basic police equipment. Every police officer on patrol, whether on board a vehicle or on foot patrol, shall always carry with him/her is issued firearm and other equipment such as but not limited to restraint device.
I'm Joel Carbonell, reporter number 2. Patrol operation. The most basic police function and known as the backbone of policing. Ito yung paglalagay ng mga pwersa ng pulisya sa mga orphan na lugar at para mapanatili ang kaligtasan ng publiko. Law enforcement operation include service of warrant of arrest, implementation of search warrant, enforcement of visitorial powers of the Chief of Police, and other anti-criminality operations. 1.6. Internal security operations include counter-terrorism operation and similar operation against other threats groups that are conducted to ensure internal security. Ito yung pagtatanggol laban sa mga banta sa panloob ng seguridad.
Good day, everyone. I am John Brian Lorenzo, reporter number 3. 1.7. Public safety operations include critical incident management procedures, search, rescue and retrieval operations, hostage situation, civil disturbance, management operation, management of health hazard and other operations that promote public safety. 1.8. Special police operations include high-risk checkpoint and roadblock operation, police assistance in the implementation of order from the court and other quasi-judicial bodies, security to major and special events, aircraft hijacking operations, visit, board, search and seizure of marine vessels, and similar police operations that are conducted by police units with specialized training on the peculiarity of the mission or purpose. 1.9. Investigation operations include investigation of crime or incident, scene of crime operations, administrative investigation, and other investigative work necessary to determine facts and circumstances for filing cases criminally or administratively.
Good day, everyone. I'm Daniel Bonares, reporter number 4. Police community relations include three interrelated dimensions to accomplish its mission, namely community affairs and develop public information and information develop operation to forge partnership and strengthen collaboration and linkage with the community. Tuda po ang relasyon ng pulisya at komunidad ay mahalagang aspeto ng seguridad at kaayusan sa isang lugar. Operational guidelines. All PNP personnel shall respect and uphold the human rights and dignity of all persons at all times. Pre-operational clearance. In all planned police operations, the team leader of the operating team shall secure a pre-operational clearance prior to the conduct of operation. This clearance must be approved by their chief commander, head of office unit, and must be submitted at the operation section division of the concerned operating police units for record purposes. Coordination. Inter-office coordination. The operation feature of team leaders of local police units operating outside their territorial jurisdiction and national support units
shall, whenever practicable, coordinate personally and any levels of police office to municipal police station or other friendly units with whose jurisdiction the operation is to be conducted. Coordination by filing coordination form. Prior to the launching of the operation, except it in cases where the formal inter-unit coordination can be made due to the nature and or urgency of situation such but not limited to cross-jurisdiction, operation coordination should be made formally using the prescribed coordination form, which shall be filled the concert operation center of the police, regional, provincial, or city police office and police station.
Coordination by practical available means. I am Michael Glenn Johnson, reporter number 5. 2.3. Coordination by practical or available means of communication. In cases where formal inter-unit coordination is not feasible, the police unit concerned shall endeavor to notify the local police unit through any practical or available means of communication, including but not limited to electronic or signal communication at any time before the operation, shall accomplish and furnish the local police unit a written incident report immediately after the termination of the operation. Dito, kailangan ng communication at coordination ng report to notify muna ng mga police to take an action. Use of force policy. 2.8. Application of necessary and reasonable force in lawful performance of duty. A police officer shall use necessary and reasonable force to accomplish his or her mandated task of enforcing the law and maintaining peace and order. A police officer, however, is not required to afford the offenders attacking him, her, or her the opportunity for a fair or equal struggle. The necessity and reasonableness of the force employed will depend upon the number of aggressors, nature, and characteristic of the weapon used, physical condition, size, and other circumstances to include the place and occasion of the assault. The police officer is given the sound discretion to consider these factors in employing reasonable force. Dito po sa application of necessary and reasonable force, meron po tayong 3 different types. Merong non-lethal approach, less lethal approach, and lethal approach. Sa non-lethal approach, dito gumagamit ng mga martial arts. Sa less lethal approach, dito na gumagamit ng mga taser, batuta. Sa lethal approach, dito gumagamit na ng mga barrel to defend themselves. 2.9. The force continuum. It is a linear, progressive decision-making process which displays the array of police reasonable responses commensurate to the level of suspect or law offenders, resistance to effect compliance, arrest, and other law enforcement actions. Dito, how do they respond in any situation, whether it's enforcing the law or investigating a crime or taking action in any incident. 2.10. Responsibility of the police officer in charge of the operations. The police officer who is in charge of the operation shall at all times observe the force continuum and exercise control over all police personnel in the area of operation to protect lives and properties. Kung sino ang naka-in charge na police officer sa any situation or any incident, dapat lagi niyang tinitingnan ang force continuum at kontrolado ang mga personnel to ensure the lives and properties.
Good morning, sir and classmates. I am Mark Brian S. Llagas, reporter number 6. Use of firearm during police operations. 2.11. Use of firearm when justified. The use of firearm is justified if the offender poses an imminent danger of causing death or injury to the police officer or other person. Example nito ay pag may nagwawalang tao na nakaitak at pasugod na sayo at tatagayin ka, you can now use your firearm to defend yourself. 2.12. Firing at moving vehicles is prohibited. A moving vehicle and its occupant shall not be fired upon except when its occupant pose imminent danger of causing death or injury to the police officer or other person. This is like the use of firearm when justified. Pagkakaiba lang nila ay nakasakay ang mga occupants sa isang vehicle. Filing of an incident report after the use of firearm. A police officer who fires his fire or her service firearm or weapon during a confrontation with an offender must submit an incident report outlining the circumstances necessitating the use of his or her firearm. 2.14. Procedures after an armed confrontation. Immediately after an armed confrontation, the officer who is in charge of the operation, when applicable, shall secure the site of confrontation. B. Check whether the situation still poses imminent danger. C. Take photographs. D. Evacuate all wounded to the nearest hospital regardless of the extent of injury. E. Keep arrested suspects in isolation. F. Conduct debriefing on all involved PNP operatives. G. Submit after operations report. And H. Ensure psychological stress counseling for all involved PNP operatives. That's all. Thank you.